Hello everybody! I want to show you all how we built this fantastic desk. It didn't take that long, and in this video, I'll show you step by step how to do it. The first step I worked on was the design. This 3D model allows you to visualize the project, and best of all, you can modify it according to your needs. It also lists all the parts the project has. So with this done, I'm aware of all the needed pieces. Guiding yourself through this list will focus on a task that might take a bit of time, cutting all the lumber. Before we dip in, I would like to give you a piece of advice. It's always recommended to acquire high quality materials for this or any other project. For our case, we have selected 10 inches boards of pine. This is a trustworthy and lasting material. The selection of 10-inch boards will allow us to create more appropriate dimensions for our project. Pine is an excellent option for its endurance and versatility, and its aesthetic beauty will add a great touch to our final project. Before we start cutting, it's important to have a suitable tool, like a handsaw with a precise cutting guide. Make sure your tools are in perfect condition and have the right measurements and angles in mind. Once you're ready to cut, mark all your lumber clearly and precisely, making sure you have the correct dimensions and shapes for your desk. Start using your handsaw as carefully as possible and start following your marked lines. It's important to keep a constant and secure rhythm throughout the entire process. Pay attention to all the details and make sure your cuts are straight and clean. If necessary, use sandpaper to maintain the softness of the edges and obtain a more refined finish. Once all your wood pieces are cut and in order, let's move on to the assembly of our small floor shelf. Even though it may seem simple, it's crucial to take each step with precision and carefully to obtain a satisfactory result. Let us guide you through this process in all its details. First, we need to bring together the 27-inch length boards with the 26.25-inch length boards. To accomplish this, we will mark each board in a precise way, identifying where we will drill the holes. These perforations will allow us to place the boards and fix them with 1.5-inch screws later on. It's essential to take time to mark with great precision all of your lumber. Use a pencil or any other tool that can help you leave precise marks, making sure to measure twice so that you have the correct measurements before you start drilling. Precision is key to success in this stage of building a solid and lasting assembly. Once all your lumber is perfectly marked, we'll drill all the holes in the assigned spaces. Make sure you use the proper bit based on the screws you will use and the drill is in good condition. Remember to drill softly but firmly to avoid applying too much pressure that could damage the wood. A friendly reminder, remember to always enjoy each stage of this process. Once you have accomplished all the perforations on each board, we will be ready to start assembling the shelf. Grab the 26.25-inch boards, align the perforations with the 27-inch boards, and start inserting the 1.5-inch screws in each one of them. Make sure to tighten the screws so your boards are firm, but avoid tightening them in excess since it could harm the board. Once you have screwed all the boards together, the 26.5-inch with the 27-inch boards, you will have assembled the floor shelf. Take a moment to ensure that everything is aligned and built correctly. Remember that throughout the entire process, patience and attention to detail are a must for a successful outcome. After the first stage is completed, we will continue with our desk construction process. Our next step consists of cutting our 1x2 lumber that will be used to unite the 10-inch boards. These pieces will be crucial in maintaining the stability and endurance of the table. Once we have cut them with precision, we will strategically place them at the union point with the 10-inch boards, making sure they are correctly aligned. The table will be made out of a total of 4 boards of 27 inches long and 2 boards of 50 inches long. These last ones will be used as a cover for the desk, providing a wide and spacious surface. The next step will be very familiar to you. Try to make precise marks on where the screws will be placed. We insist, take the necessary time to make these marks correctly, since any error on this step will turn out to be a disaster. Then we will take the 50-inch long boards and begin to add them to the 1x2 lumber, making sure they are correctly aligned and screwed. For this stage of the process, we are using 1.5-inch screws. Always make sure that what you are doing has the correct dimensions as described in the design. Once we complete the face of the cover, it's time to bring our attention to the 27-inch long board. These will be placed on the sides of the desk and are fundamental to the table support. These tables will provide the necessary stability to ensure that your desk is strong and durable. Before we start the installation process, it's important to make the necessary adjustments. We will start by carefully marking the correct position of where the 27-inch long board should be placed on the main structure of the desk. Once all of the marks have been done, we will start drilling them. It's crucial to use a suitable bit to make sure the hole is big enough for the screws. We will repeat the process on both sides, just as before. We will mark and drill each hole for the screws and place the next 27-inch long board into the 1x2 lumber that we had placed previously on our table. We are just 2 steps away from having finished this desk. The next phase consists on placing our other 2 pieces of lumber, 1x2, to the bottom of our desk. The importance of this step is, since our 27-inch boards are loose, they need to be fixed to the lumber so it can support the laterals of the table. Let's then mark, drill, and screw our boards onto the lumber. This can look hard, but the right use of tools can make a difference. For this step of assembling, we are leaning on 2 presses and a drill. When you finish assembling the last 1x2 lumber, you'll be in the final step of this process, which consists of cutting a 10-inch board with a length of 50 inch. This element will help us correct the angles of our table, and it will give it the rigidity and stability it needs. Once this process is done, you can show off your new desk to the world. How did you feel about this? Did you enjoy the process as much as we did? If you want to build your own desk like the one you are seeing on the screen, visit craftyamigo.com, where you'll find the plan for the desk, the list of all the needed pieces, steps to follow, all free. This is where I found and used the 3D model. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to follow and leave a comment.